Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Sammy Lega here representing Team JVS. I'm back here again for another review. As I've told you before, with a lot of these, hopefully y'all have seen already, the reviews, they are raw, they're uncut, they're unedited, and they are unfiltered. As you can see, my son here, Samuel, here to accompany for this review. I had the luxury of being able to interview a couple of different cast members for this film. One of them, and most notable, Antonio Raul Corbo, played the role of Lubicchi, and I'm talking about the movie The Poupelle of the Chimney Town. Now, this is a brief synopsis because I feel like it's value to do this. A factory town covered by chimney smoke, and as the town has not seen the sky in centuries, they no longer believe the stars exist. The chimney sweep and a friendly monster named Poupelle decide to prove that the stars are real. This was directed by Yusuke Hirota. Most notable for him is this is his directorial debut, but he was really big in visual effects. He did, of course, Batman, Gotham Knight, Berserk, The Golden Age. Last one was Shin Godzilla and Garo, Fang of the God. But this film is so special, man. Even when I was interviewing the actors, I was kind of like letting them know that this feels really unfiltered. There are consequences, like there's death, there's loss, there's abuse, there's emotional destruction. There's a lot of fear, keeping people in a place of bondage and fear and almost slavery in a sense. And also ridicule, like the ridicule aspect of what's really going on plays a big role with Lubicchi and his father, Bruno. Bruno is actually being played, voice acted by Stephen Roth, and Lubicchi is being voice acted by Tony Hale. And I think that this is maybe one of Tony Hale's best voice acting performances. Like, he was so loving and innocent and naive and yet strong, and yet like there's a moment where Lubicchi is very upset with Poupelle, and Poupelle is really just a monster made out of garbage, basically, and like he's just unraveling, literally. And you could tell by the expression or the mannerism of how they did the visual animation for it that he was dealing with a lot of pain and he was crying in his own right. And I think that the animation is going to throw people off because it's not conventional CG animation. Like it's very detailed, it's very rich, but it's also very different and very vibrant. And I think it's not your conventional version of visual effects in terms of CG animated anime or animation in general. Like, it's very different. But much like most animes, they don't pull any punches. As I said before, there are real stakes, there's real death, and there's real consequences to every action. Like, this journey that Lubicchi and Poupelle are going down to try to prove something to someone, they're stopped at every single turn. Like, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's just outside people, like looking at them like, wait, what are you saying? What are you talking about? And I think that that's what makes this movie very distinct and very important, and also empowering and rich in and of itself. And I think it's going to be missed by a lot of different people because it's not done by like the typical Pixar or DreamWorks. And I don't know. When it releases out in December the 30th, I highly recommend you go and check it out because it's very important. It is a very specific story. And the first time I was watching it, I was like, what is going on? Like, there's a lot of like visual things are going on. Like, there's a dance number, like there's stuff being shot in the sky. Like, I really was like, if you're not paying attention to what's really happening and also the dialogue, you're going to miss the richness of how vibrant and how real the story is actually allowing these characters to progress. Because every single character, from a random chimney sweep boss that's of Lubicchi's, you know, doing a self-sacrifice situation, or like a guy that, you know, basically decides to dig holes, and he has one of the most epic and important monologues of the film. Like, they use characters like pencils and like paintbrushes to articulate where the progression of how the stories are actually going to go. And I think that if you go and check out the Poupelle of the Chimney Town, I think this is something that you're going to really, truly love and appreciate. I don't really have any negatives outside the fact that this is not something that's very conventional. It's also very dark. There's not any language to it, but it is something that is going to pull at your heartstrings and it's going to possibly make you cry. But I think it's very important. And I don't know how to actually put this one. I'd probably rest this at a 9 out of 10. I don't really have a lot of faults with it. The animation does kind of seem sometimes really vibrant. Sometimes you're missing some of the things that are happening, but you can tell it's very detailed. Like from the ground up, from the way that the town is created to how the characters are progressed, everything is right there in your face. So let me know what you think of Poupelle of Chimney Town. I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Make sure you hit that post notification button. I've got a ton of reviews coming. Peace, guys.